In medieval Igbo Nigeria, nestled amidst lush greenery and thriving wildlife, there was a kingdom ruled by the wise King Ifani. His son Prince Kelechi was a unique child from the moment he was born. As a young boy, Kelechi exhibited an extraordinary gift, the ability to communicate with animals. Unlike other children who played with toys, Kelechi found solace and companionship among the creatures of the jungle, understanding their language and befriending them. His bond with animals grew stronger with each passing year, and he spent countless hours exploring the forest, learning the ways of the wild, and earning the trust of its inhabitants. Despite his father's encouragement, Kelechi's affinity for animals set him apart from the other villagers. They found his ability strange and unsettling. As he grew older, the whispers began. People started to label him as the crazy king, believing he was more suited to rule over animals than human beings. These rumors, fueled by his jealous uncle Nnamdi, spread like wildfire, casting doubt on Kelechi's ability to rule. Nnamdi, King Ifani's younger brother, harbored deep resentment and ambition, and he seized every opportunity to undermine Kelechi. Desperate to find clarity and regain his confidence, Kelechi sought the wisdom of a revered seer living on the edge of the village. The seer, a woman with eyes that glowed with ancient wisdom, listened to Kelechi's plight and offered him guidance. She revealed that Kelechi was chosen by the gods of the earth and water, and his ability to speak with animals was a divine gift meant to save his people in times of dire need. This revelation both comforted and burdened Kelechi, for he now understood his purpose, but feared the immense responsibility that came with it. The seer's words sparked a flicker of hope within Kelechi. She advised him to embrace his gift and trust in his unique abilities. With renewed determination, Kelechi returned to the village, ready to face his destiny. However, the villagers' skepticism and his uncle's continued machinations made it clear that proving his worth would not be an easy task. Kelechi knew he had to demonstrate his capabilities not just to himself, but to his entire kingdom. One day, while wandering deeper into the forest, Kelechi stumbled upon a beautiful girl tending to an injured baby elephant. Her name was Amara, the daughter of an animal healer who lived on the outskirts of the village. Amara, like Kelechi, found peace in the jungle and shared a deep connection with its inhabitants. Her gentle touch and caring nature captivated Kelechi, and as they spent more time together, their bond grew stronger, blossoming into love. Amara's unwavering belief in Kelechi's gift rekindled his fading confidence. She encouraged him to embrace his abilities and see them as strengths rather than weaknesses. Their love gave Kelechi the courage to face the challenges ahead. Together, they envisioned a future where humans and animals lived in harmony, and Kelechi ruled with wisdom and compassion, just as the seer had foretold. While Kelechi and Amara's love blossomed, a new peril loomed over the kingdom. A neighboring tribe, known for their ferocity and hunger for expansion, set their sights. These warriors, led by the ruthless chief Ogona, were known for their brutal tactics and strategic cunning. They coveted the fertile lands and abundant resources of Kelechi's kingdom, planning a swift and devastating attack to conquer and enslave its people. Unbeknownst to Kelechi, his uncle Nnamdi had struck a secret deal with Chief Ogona, hoping to seize the throne in the ensuing chaos. As news of the impending invasion spread, panic and fear gripped the village. Desperate, the villagers looked to King Ifani and his council for guidance. Despite his ailing health, the king called upon Kelechi to defend their home. Encouraged by Amara and the prophecy of the seer, Kelechi embraced his destiny. He knew that his unique bond with the animals could be the key to their salvation. Kelechi ventured into the heart of the jungle and summoned the animals with a call only they could understand. Elephants, birds, and other creatures gathered around him, listening intently as Kelechi explained the threat facing their shared home. The animals, sensing his sincerity and the urgency of the situation, pledged their loyalty and agreed to join forces with the humans to protect the village. With Amara by his side, Kelechi devised a meticulous plan. The elephants would form the first line of defense, creating barriers to slow the advancing enemy. Birds would act as scouts, alerting the villagers of the enemy's movements. Smaller animals would sabotage the enemy's supplies and create distractions. The plan was risky, but it leveraged the strengths of both humans and animals, fostering a unique alliance born out of necessity. Kelechi returned to the village with his plan, rallying the villagers and explaining how they would work together with the jungle animals. Initially met with skepticism, his passionate plea and the presence of Amara by his side convinced them to give his strategy a chance. The villagers, inspired by Kelechi's renewed confidence and determination, began preparations for the imminent battle. The night before the invasion, Kelechi and Amara worked tirelessly, ensuring every detail of their plan was in place. They knew the stakes were high and that failure was not an option. The villagers fortified their defenses, setting traps and creating barricades. The animals, guided by Kelechi's instructions, positioned themselves strategically, ready to act at the first sign of the enemy. As dawn broke, Chief Ogona's forces approached the village. The ground trembled under the weight of the invading army, their war cries echoing through the air. But Kelechi and his allies were ready. The elephants stood firm, blocking the main paths with their massive bodies. Birds flew overhead, relaying vital information about the enemy's positions. The village, though outnumbered, was fortified with the strength of unity and an unyielding spirit. The initial clash was fierce. Kelechi, leading from the front, inspired his warriors with his courage and determination. Amara tended to the wounded, her healing touch bringing hope amidst the chaos. As the battle raged on, the tide began to turn. The animals' strategic interference confused and demoralized the enemy, disrupting their formations and causing chaos within their ranks. Unbeknownst to Kelechi, Uncle Nnamdi had struck a secret deal with Chief Ogona, hoping to seize the throne in the ensuing chaos. Nnamdi's betrayal was revealed when he attempted to sabotage the village's defenses from within. However, Kelechi's loyal followers quickly subdued him, exposing his treachery to all. The villagers, realizing the depth of Nnamdi's deceit, rallied even more fiercely behind their true prince. Nnamdi's treachery only served to strengthen Kelechi's resolve. With his uncle in chains, the villagers fully embraced Kelechi's leadership. They recognized the wisdom in his alliance with the jungle animals and fought with renewed vigor. The battle was far from over, but Kelechi's unique strategy was beginning to show its effectiveness. With Nnamdi's betrayal quashed, Kelechi and his allies mounted a final offensive. The combined forces of humans and animals launched a coordinated attack that overwhelmed Chief Ogona's army. The invaders, realizing they were outmatched, began to retreat. Victory was within reach, but Kelechi knew they had to act swiftly to secure their freedom. As the enemy fled, Kelechi and Amara led a charge to drive them out of their territory once and for all. The villagers, emboldened by their success, pursued the retreating forces with relentless determination. The jungle came alive with the sounds of victory as animals and humans fought side by side to protect their home. As the last of the enemy fled, the village erupted in celebration. Kelechi and Amara stood together, their love and leadership having guided their people through the darkest of times. The villagers, once doubtful and fearful, now revered Kelechi as their rightful king. His unique gift had not only saved them, but also united the village in a way that no traditional ruler could. With peace restored, Kelechi was crowned king in a grand ceremony, with animals and villagers alike in attendance. Amara became his queen, and together they ushered in a new era of harmony between humans and the natural world. The kingdom flourished, its people thriving under the wise and compassionate rule of the king who spoke to animals. Years passed, and Kelechi's legend grew. Stories of the crazy king who united animals and humans became folklore, passed down through generations. The seer's prophecy had come true. Kelechi's gift was a blessing, not a curse. He ruled with wisdom, compassion, and a deep understanding of the natural world, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of his people. Kelechi and Amara's reign was marked by peace and prosperity. They implemented policies that respected the environment and promoted coexistence with nature. The villagers, once skeptical, now embraced the animals as protectors and partners. The kingdom became a model of harmony, drawing admiration. The end.
If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, subscribe. Watch our other interesting videos posted on our channel. We cannot wait to have you as a member of our Akoko Folktale TV Addict channel. Thank you so much for your support.